Welcome back guys to another video that's going to be on my channel, and this is going to be, as you probably tell by the title, my wish list for FIFA 18 career mode. I know they've basically made the game now, but I thought I'd just give you a couple of things that I think should be in the game. If not in FIFA 18, definitely in FIFA 19. So basically the first, I've got it all written down on like little notes, so just so I don't forget any key points. When you have transfers, when you sell a player, I think you should be able to have a buyback option in the actual transfer, so you can buy them back in like 2 seasons if they turn out to be good. So if you sell a youth player, so they get more first team football, then you would provide them, and they grow to be like 80, 82 rated, and that's good for your club. And I think you should be able to get first dibs of buying them back for quite cheap. And then also I think buyout clauses should be an option. So when you want to buy someone and they have a buyout clause, you can get them for a lot cheaper than what they're actually going for, which would be a great idea, and it will make it more realistic, as this is something that does happen in real life football, so it would make the game even more realistic than it already is. Also, I think there should be an option for when a team comes in for your player, you can then ask for one of their players. I know you can already do that by saying you want one of their players for one of your players, but I think it'd be awesome if you could be able to do it the other way around as well, just so it's a lot easier than having to go back out and do the whole transfer again, just so you can ask for one of their players. Enhanced training drills, maybe make them a lot, you can do a lot more maybe than just 5, and maybe they can be a lot more focused, and you can do a lot different drills for different attributes than what you already can do. And I also think that you could be able to do like squad training, so you can train your squad to be, if you want your squad to be passing around like Barcelona, passing it, you can train the whole squad to work on passing for a couple of top drills or so. I think you should also be able to like position training, so all your strikers practice shooting, all your defenders practice defending in one drill, which I think will make the game even more better, and is something that does happen in real life football when they do train. Something that I mentioned, I think in last year, asking for FIFA 17, but never got added. Something that I think lots of people are trying to get into the game is position training. So basically that means if you have a CDM, you can train them to be a centre back, centre mid, and so forth. So that might take a couple of months for that process to happen, and it could probably increase their worth or something. But it could also help if you, let's say you got a player playing CDM and you want them to be a centre back, you can play them in centre back for a couple of games, and that will speed up their process, so that then their card does change to a centre back. So that could speed up the process. That is just an option that I think would be really cool if it was in FIFA. Next up, I think it would be great if you could have a youth team. Like, you could actually have a youth team, like you can see how your youth team's getting on against other youth teams, maybe play with them, maybe help, like see how well they're performing. If you can demote players during the season, see who's growing well, who's not growing well, you know, have an actual youth squad, not just the youth team where you can see their potential. You can actually put them into a squad, let them play games, see how well they actually are playing, see where their strengths are, their weaknesses are, and then decide if you want to see them in your first team. If not, you can let them go out on loan and all that. So if you were Chelsea, you'll be able to use the Chelsea youth team and put the Chelsea youth team up against other youth teams and see how there's anyone there that interests you, or you can simulate games. And also, talking about simulation games, I think you should be able to have a lot more control when simulating the game. The game gets simulated, substitutions happen based on what the computer wants it to do, but I think you should have more control and be able to see more of what's happening in the game, be able to make more of a choice, and you get to choose who, because you are the manager, you get to choose who goes on and who comes off, who's tired, who's not, and who will be able to work well, like maybe get you a result at the end of the game. Next, a bit more of a better work on the manager rating. It's a good idea. EA have had a good idea, and it should work. But I think they should enhance it a little bit more and actually show you different key areas, like out of 100 what the board think of you, out of 100 how like board confidence, out of 100 player confidence with you, then out of 100 the manager's confidence with you. I think that would also be a great idea and would really make you understand where you need to improve, how you need to improve, and if you could probably get like emails from fans saying, I really like this player, I really like that player, play them, or else I'm not going to support you anymore, and then that could harm your rating. You know, I think you should sign this guy. You can actually like listen to the fans maybe, and have like fans email you to see what ideas you can get, what ideas they have that you can probably do with the team if it's not working out, if you just lost 2-0, how the fans think you went wrong, and then you can take that advice on and put it into the next game, and maybe that'll boost the rating and possibly could get you an extra bit of money as well. I don't know what they can do with it, but that seems like a good idea in my head. So yeah. And finally, I think again I mentioned in last year's video, it's when you finish the season you get to use a different kit, like from season before, like just to keep that freshness in the game and to keep the game running smoothly. I think that would be a really good idea, and yeah, really help the game move on, like, well, not move on, but make the game don't seem as boring as it is, because you get to use different kits. Like, let's say you've got a Roma career mode, you get to use the Roma kit from like 2008 for a season, you get to reuse the Roma kit from 2012 for a season, just to keep that freshness, and that'll probably attract a lot more people to carry on playing it and make the game a lot better than what it already is. So yeah, that's been the end of this video. I hope you have liked it. If you have liked it, please leave a like and do subscribe if you're new around here. Until my next video, guys, which hopefully I'll be uploading quite a lot more frequently soon. So yeah, till next video, guys, goodbye.